This video is going to be on trying in my first attempt to restore this speaker. And as you see, it's beyond repair. I mean, you can't tape this. Look at this right here. I don't know if you can see that if my finger's in the way. See it? It's shot. It's ripped all the way down here almost. I could see, I don't know if you can see it right here. This little piece, get these. This little pin right here went right through the speaker and it's loose. Well, let me see if I can grab it. One up right there. You can see how it's loose. That went into the speaker. I don't know if that caused the whole damage. Right here, get it in even better. This little piece of wire here. This one, see how it's moving in there? That's what went into the speaker. It's a loose wire there. I don't know why that's on there. See it moving around. So that had to poke through there. But I don't think it did that because it just did that. This is ripped. So I'm going to try and cut this cone out. See what I'm up against. I could cut it with scissors, but I think the basket would be in my way. Let me bring it back out a little bit. It's just a little too close this time. Okay, I'm cutting around here, around the edge by this gasket. Well, I've seen this done, and you know, it's like about time I learned to cut the gasket. Don't do that. Okay, is that all up? Okay, it's up. Let me see if I can. Should I cut it around there too, or is it just gonna lift right out? And so, you know, these papers they use on these speakers back in the day were so very thin. See, I don't think I have to move the spider. Being very careful, just a little bit around here, because I don't want to cut that. Don't get it inside that core. I'll have to take and watch the spider. Weird. There it is, right there. This is the one that put a hole in the speaker. Pulling it out. So what did I do with this one? We're about ready to find out, aren't we? I'll just push these up against that. Fine. 1.0 ohms. Alright, so what I need to do in order to get the right dimensions is take some lacquer thinner and get this off. Get in there and get this gasket off there. But I'll put some lacquer center on it first. Let it set. And then a little bit around here. So that cone will fit perfectly on it. Because it does. See, it does move in and out. I don't see any reason why I should pull the spider. If I do, then I would have to desolder it. Release the spider here and then lift the whole thing up. And I could do that if I have to. And I might have to. Okay. I'm taking the spider off. I feel more comfortable reaching in there. I don't want to use that where it could be. Shouldn't be too hot, but here we go. Easy. Now we're going to take the spider out, and I think it was the best way. I think it's the best way to just get it out of there, because you're going to have to clean that pole, center pole out. See it in the camera. Oh, I got it in the camera. Let me take this thing. Just kind of be gentle. Lift the coil right out of there. Come on. I'm always so. To tell you the truth, it's like freaking me out. There it is. Yeah, it's starting to look good. There's still more to come. I'm going to try just another little coat. What I do with my... Is it going to evaporate before I get... Starting to evaporate. It's not because I don't want to overdo it. Just from the spider. Yeah, that way I could... Yeah, I think it's the better way. I think. Try not to damage that cardboard. Let's just let that sit for a second or two, and then we'll see. I'm going to take the back end of this. Probably have to let it sit longer than that. That spider is glued on there naturally. And I don't want to take that off because it's got the windings on it. I don't know how Don does this stuff. I'm going to just methodically do it. I don't see if I did any damage so far. Or am I wheezing? I'm wheezing. Oh, I'm reading 5 ohms on the continuity. That seems more better. So I'm okay. So I don't tear that cup. Now I got my hands right on that wire, and I gotta be very careful. Try to keep my hands away from it. I'm just gonna soak it a little bit. Hey, get over here. Just soak it a little bit more. I gotta get all of this off so that paper, that cone that I'm gonna make, hopefully, will have no problem going around it. glue. Okay, just let that be for a little bit. Let's try this one more time. I think I'll probably turn the camera off. Oh yeah, that stuff's evaporating. Now where'd I go? I think it was right here. I'm running out of the good stuff. I'll have to refill up on that, but I'll continue on and we'll get this off. We'll just see what I'm doing, or what I'm trying to do anyway. Now where was I at? I think it was here. Yeah, it's lifting right out of there, my friends. Thinking beginner's luck, maybe? Okay, alright, so you get the idea. I'm going to have this. I think I put some tape around here to keep it. I had to scrape some of this off. This is the gasket. It came out pretty good. I mean, naturally, you're going to get some. Take sandpaper to this real lightly, and we can reuse this gasket now. And this I scraped off. I got to use some sandpaper, get in there and clean all this off. No big deal, but I did cover up that core as I was doing that, just to help prevent anything from going in there. Now the spider and the coil here, best I can do. It's nothing bulky on there. Okay, I've got the this here for the gasket area clean as you need. So I took it, I made a piece of paper, and knowing this is what I came up with, 20 millimeter times pi was a 62.8. I made this at 62.8 millimeters, but what I did is I cut it a little shorter because I could always move it around. So I'm getting the core side, you know, and it came out pretty clean. I'll go this way with it because I didn't overlap. Really came out pretty clean with this double-sided tape. It's not okay. Then I took it around this way and got the outside area. Well, you get what I did. I already did. I'll just do it one more time. What I did. And actually, I made it longer so I could get a hold of it. Wider, I should say. And there that is. See, then I went around, whatever. Then I was worried about the tape coming off, and I want to make sure it's all there, and it is. It's got some dirt on it, so that was a win. Now the spider goes back in. Get on in there. Should I'll put the bolts in, then before I tighten it, I'll put the shims in. How does that sound? Now I can just tighten it down a little bit. Then I'm going to put the shims in before I guess that's the best way to do it. See how this is going in and out? That's cool. There's one shimmy. I had 3 of them. Now where are they all at? Oh man. Let's see. Let's put this one right here. And what I do with the other one that I found that I did right here in front of me. I think somewhere around here. There we go. That's pretty good, I guess. Sure they're even. I mean, as far as good as it gets. Now, I guess, tighten this back up. Movement, real fast. Yeah, buddy. See it going in and out? Let me bring it back over here. It's going back and forth. That is good. It's clean. Now I can put the shims back in. 35mm camera film. I learned from Don. And one more. Yeah, 3 of them. Be cool. Right. Now, there it is. Now I got to solder these wires on it anytime. And make the cone. I don't. Well, here's how I came across measuring the nail file. I got a few of them. I had to, mind you, I had this, the shims out of it. And I laid it down there and then took my little pulley and I put it on the thing and sure, try not to push down on it. Will that go over that? Sure will. And then read 20mm. So the inside diameter is wrong. It's got to be, I don't know, because it needs to be like that. Maybe a little deeper, or how is that going to work? Well, that was a failure. Well, that's why I'm using paper. Okay, the 5th time is charm for me. You see, perfectly in there. And it was by a fluke because I measured it at 22. I wanted it at 22 instead of 21. And it's actually 20. This works on 23. Yeah. 23. So I'm going to leave it at 22 and I'll make sure it's like 23. But look at it. It's perfectly in there. And we turn it over. See, I want this foam here to be free. It's got to be glued. There it is, guys. It's right up on that spider, so I got the perfect height. And that's going to be perfect. That's what I wanted. It's where I said those the basket had those flat ends. It doesn't matter with this cone. Once you have the right height, it's there. So I got it. Okay, I got my card stock here for the actual speaker cone. And I got my dimensions here. And I will show you how I came across about this. This truncated cone frustrum is really nice. This is a calculator deal. So what I did, I had the dimensions. Actually, I'm putting 90 because I'm using that speaker surround on there. And I had a 20-inch speaker, the voice coil, outside diameter. But I noticed that 22, even 23 would be is ideal for the depth of that. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 22 inches. I'm right. 22. So I'm making it about 23. Hope you can see this. And then the height is 20.5. I found that to be the perfect height after 5 tries with paper. Okay, so I got my dimensions there, and I'm gonna make this 23. The voice coil diameter. Now the only two I'm using the radius and the cutout angle. They got this slant length and it don't mean nothing. This I and W just means sizes of paper that you need. Well, the first thing I did though, I went here, I put a little pinhole with my compass right there in the middle. And then I marked it from here to here using the radius of 52.3. That's the first line I made, okay? The circle wasn't even in there. None of these circles were in there. All right. And then the radius, just simply using your protractor and lining it up. I had it lined up, and with these lines up on this thing and everything, and it was right there. Put it in the center. Then you want to line up this line up here. And then I got 50.5, okay? So that's how I came about that. Then I made these little lines here because that's where I'm going to cut for my glue line, from glue it here to there, all right? Come up with a circle. I did all the math I could with this, the S, the slant length, and it don't make no sense. It's the only measurement left. They have an X, but that X is just like the height of something. It don't use that. The S, it says 40.1. You can't use 40.1. You try to subtract it from 52, and it just don't work. It's not right. Divided by pi, multiplied by pi, any kind of combination to find out how I can get this S to work. And so I couldn't do that. So what I did, so I need, say 22, okay? So what I'm looking for, I just put this, let me see I put this on an 11. So half of 22 is 11. I just put my compass on 11. Then I try it on a few practice sheets till I get spot on, because this is a toy. I'm getting a better one where it has like a big spring on this thing, and you can dial it in it and it'll stay, because this one. But anywho, that's what I did, and I came up a little big, but I just go on the inside right there, and I should be able to get my 23, because it's want a little clearance between that voice coils. So now I'm going to cut this out here first. The center. It don't matter which one you cut out. You can cut out the center or the outer one in the center. I like to do in the center first. So I'm going to cut the center out, cut this round out, then cut this one I got this line at, and this line here, and then we glue it. But I don't have the, I've got the speaker cone made with the surround on it. It's not, it's just a dry fit right now. As you can see, I think it is a perfect fit around that voice coil. And turn it around, it looks nice. It's just fitting there perfectly. This has to be okay. The speaker's done, and first I'm going to give it a audio test as far as my audio generator. I got 400 volts coming over here to the 400 volts DC coming into the field coil. 400 volts, 50 volts. I had 400 and burn that baby up. Why did I say 400? I think I want to put it on 400 hertz. As far as the audio, give it a shot. All right, passes that. That's it. It ain't got enough power. I didn't think it would. I'll have to hook up a some kind of amp.
Sir, you can see the red light all this distance.
All right, that's
having a beater of some kind.
You better stand back too, Mr. Harris.
What's up,
8
sir?
Yes,
ohms.
Mr. Harris?
There's
Being
4.
your diplomatic attaché in this place for
That's
3
all the
years,
difference.
couldn't you call me by my first name in private?
Just as you please. Lower the sun blinds and turn down the wick of that lamp.
You don't think there's any danger?
There's no danger whatever, but...
Nero seems terribly restless tonight.
Only natural, my dear, with the drums going.
Everybody seems restless. This has been going on for days. You begin to get on your nerves.
So you feel it too, eh?
And I do wish Thad Carlick wouldn't tease Nero. Jab at him with a meat fork and that kind of thing. If that lion ever got loose...
Nerves, my dear, nothing but nerves.
Let's face it, sir. There's something very queer going on over on that mainland.
Well, suppose there is.
All we know is what Nyoka knows. This great witch doctor, whoever he is, been making a triumphal progress to the coast. The whole bush is afraid of him.
You alarm me.
Nyoka says he's got horns. He can make himself like stretching an accordion.
Doesn't matter if I hook it up to 4. I think it sounds
believe
better than
say
4.
it might be dangerous. Now, for instance, could this be one of Dr. Schmidt's tricks?
Dr. Schmidt is still.
You're not afraid of our witch doctor friend, are you?
No, I good Christian.
Yeah, what are you doing? Come out from under that sofa.
But, Bwana, I see something. I look out through windows. See Bwana bald head coming up high?
Well, a bald head?
That's Dr. Schmidt.
Dr. Schmidt. Well, he mustn't find me here.
Yes, I quite agree. This is most irregular.
Is there a back way out of here?
Yes, through that arch. Stay in the back room. Nyoka will show you.
Me go with witch doctor.
Yes, hurry, please.
I know like.
Never mind what you like, you go.
Turn the volume down up there. And what happened?
God.
Yes, about time, too. Well, good evening, Dr. Schmidt. Pleasure to see you. Always
Well,
a pleasure
it
to
sounds good.
My friends, I wish I could say it was such a pleasure to see you.
Isn't it, Doctor?
This at any time
As far
but
as
now.
being clear
Do
and
not mistake
everything.
me if you know it. It's that confounded line.